Some carry sorrow like a hole in the shoe.
Hey, I'm Beth.
I'm Aaron.
And we are. This is Oliver. And
Say hello.
and we are a folk pop duo. I can't introduce three of us and then say we're a duo. Is that weird? Aaron and I play together a lot. We've been playing together for about 8 years.
Na 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 hey now, hey na 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 hey, hey na 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 hey now, hey na 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 hey.
Well, my name is Bradford Loomis, and I am a roots soul singer from the Seattle, Washington area.
I was born in a poor man's town, the blood of my father painted this ground.
And I have been playing music off and on
It was all I
as long as I can
knew,
remember.
drawn in the sights of a name that's true.
And
Living in the
had a band,
empire that we built
not had a band,
ourselves
gone
just to
solo.
set it on fire.
But I play with people frequently, and one of those people is, or some of those people is Beth and Aaron.
Drip, dropping it strip.
Well, Beth and I met because she and Aaron released a record called Ukulele, and I heard a ton about this record. And I didn't have a chance to go to the release show, but I kept hearing about this girl from Snohomish, and I live near Snohomish, and I just kept thinking, man, how have I lived in this area my whole life and never seen this gal play? So I booked a show and asked her to come play at it, and she did. And I was really impressed with her songwriting and her performance, and I asked if she would be willing to kind of come along and help me with some of my music for a release of my record.
Yeah, and that was after I saw Bradford play, that was a no-brainer for anyone who's ever seen Bradford play. It's just, he just goes on stage and then all of a sudden you don't know what's happening in your jaws, sitting on the table or in your lap, and it's that kind of thing. So I was like, yes, definitely, we will play the release.
On 7 hills, my city lays, and like a penny in a well, she waits, stays for light.
It's hard to achieve the depth that she does, along with kind of the funness. Her songs are so upbeat and positive and really fun to listen to and catchy. And some of them are really, really deep and impactful. And so I wanted to learn how she was doing it, and kind of. I think as an artist, it's really fun to see how somebody else writes and how they work. And so I asked her if she would be willing to co-write and just kind of get together and experiment a little bit. The first time we wrote together was a tune called My Beloved. And Beth had a little line and some chords, and we sat down and worked on it. 2 hours later, we had a song. And I remember coming home and talking to my wife about it. I can't wait. I showed her the song right away. I was really enamored with how good it sounded. Over the course of the winter and fall, we kept writing, and I know a couple months into it, I was like, hey, what would you think about if we released a record together? You know, we both have individual brands, but what if we, like Robert Plant and Alison Krauss did Raising Sand, what if we did a record together, and had both of our names on it?
And I was like, heck no. No, I thought that was an awesome idea, and again, probably another no-brainer. I really like writing with Bradford. We're actually really, I think we have a similar heart and soul behind it.
Yeah.
But our writing styles are really different, and how we play. I'm a real finger picky,
Soft.
yeah. And Bradford is the opposite of those things, maybe. I don't know.
Spend 10,000 days at the end of this chain and getting nowhere but closer to the grave.
He has an awesome percussive style, and he really goes there. I mean, when he sings, as you guys probably have seen, he'll just belt it out. And so, I mean, I think My Beloved is a great example of that. I mean, the beginning, you hear kind of probably the pieces that I brought to it, which are
My perfect one.
kind of this kind of gentle romantic thing with, kind of melodies around. And then the My Beloved part, when we were writing it, I remember we were just kind of playing, and then all of a sudden Bradford was just like, my beloved. He just like started singing this big chorus, and I think that's a really good example of how our styles kind of married each other.
My beloved, you are my beloved, you are my beloved, and I am
So with My Beloved, this was kind of, I'm really fond of the way this kind of played out, because it's the first song we wrote together, and Beth had a line that she had come up with, and we're both married. Her and Aaron are married, and my wife is Kimberly Loomis, and so we both really value marriage and are keenly aware that marriage requires work and it requires endurance, and those things are not easy often. And so we wanted to write about something. We wanted to write a song that really kind of speaks to that, and endurance, I think, is often a choice. And so with this tune, we really wanted to kind of dive into that, and I think it was really fun to do, because it's kind of a haunting song, but it's a very romantic song as well, and kind of an idealistic song. And I think with any kind of enduring perspective, or something where you're wanting to kind of fight for something and take a stand on something, you have to kind of make a choice and move towards it, and have some passion behind it. And I feel like the song really does do that. And it was cool to see the difference in writing style as well, because I know for me, a lot of times I kind of plink around on a guitar for a while and kind of get the vibe of a song before I really try to take a swipe at the lyrics. And so I often have the song like totally written before I even try to write words to it. And Beth doesn't do that.
I never do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the content of the song is very purposeful. I used to do the opposite, where I'd write a poem basically, and then I'd try to put music to it, which is really tough.
That is hard.
It's tough, and it doesn't work a lot of the time. I think it is better. I find it's better when the hook and the music come at the same time. But for this one in particular, at least for me, the beginning part, I am yours, beloved, you are mine, kind of came at the same time as I was kind of playing ukulele. And it's based around kind of there's a lot of A minorness happening in there. And I think any song that's going to be honest about love should probably have some minor chords in there, because there's just like a rawness and a vulnerability and a toughness to love that's you just can't capture with a lot of major chords.
Loving, I am yours.
good, man.
Nice.
Nice and breathy.
Yeah.
I want to come back to you, man. Give me your number, dude. I'm coming back. I'm on my way, baby.
I've wanted to work with Brandon for a while, Brandon Beat. We looked at a couple of different producers and we just kept coming back to Brandon. And his work is amazing.
Brandon has 5 kids, and he has a way of keeping things moving in the studio, and he has a gentleness as well. So he's a really good like project manager, I think.
Yeah.
So let's get the last whoa into My Beloved, and we need that whole end. The first whoa is perfectly in tune, and then just kind of the last bit of that last whoa into the My Beloved, you were flat.
Okay.
I don't know if it's helpful me telling you that you're flat or not, but
Well, so I'm trying to keep my mouth closed for the sound of it.
yeah, which makes you flat.
Eyebrows.
I'm trying to like go, "Ooh," you know, and I've only just learned that thing, and so.
Tell her
Yeah.
to lift her eyebrows.
Yeah, let's do it. No worries. Lift your eyebrows. Yeah, if you were a guy, I'd tell you to clench your butt cheeks, but you're not, so here we go.
And he plays literally everything.
He plays
So that
literally
helps, too.
everything. Yeah.
Said, oh, brother, where you
We also had an amazing drummer named Luke Peterson playing on the track. He's played a lot with Brandon as well, and so it was a perfect fit to have him come out and just move so quickly. Such a great drummer.
3.
Todd Robbins, who engineered the record and also mixed it, is he's got some serious magic in his fingers, in his ears. I don't know what it is, but I think I figured out the trick though. I think I figured out the magic.
I think I know what
He-
you're gonna say.
He eats sunflower seeds just one after another, like I think in
Constantly.
between breaths.
Yeah.
He'll breathe and then he'll eat a sunflower seed and then he'll exhale, and he just went through tons of sunflower seeds, and I think that's actually.
If I end up on that camera, we got problems, all right?
So we named the project the Banner Days, and this is humbling to admit, but it was Bradford's idea, and when
Technically, my wife's.
Oh, it was Kimberly's idea. And when Bradford came with that idea, he's like, what do you think about the Banner Days for the project? I just had no idea what that meant in any way. Like, I did not understand that term at all. And Bradford uses a lot of big words and things that I usually know what they mean, but I just can't believe that he said them out loud into the room. And the Banner Days
Like,
was...
who uses that?
The Banner Days was a thing that I didn't even know what it meant at all. But he started to explain it to me, and basically it's a phrase of like the good old days, or the days that are so good you would put a banner over them to kind of celebrate them. And I've been really kind of latching on to that idea in my life too. And there's a line in the Banner Days song that says, we're alive, and it might as well be that our banner days are here. And it's kind of, it's an attitude, I think, of whether things are hard or going pretty smooth. You might as well have your best days right now. You might as well just make it right now.
We're alive and it might as well be that our better days are here.
Our banner days are here.
thank you to everybody who's going to be picking up this DVD, going to be watching this DVD. Thank you for spreading the word. Thank you for supporting us and for supporting this project. And me individually and Beth individually and then this project together as well. So thank you so much.
It feels like just the best show and tell ever for me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I remember in like first grade, the teacher's like, okay, Friday, show and tell, bring in something special, and it feels like that. It feels like we've worked on this music and made some cool things, and now we get to like
Share
it with everybody, and I'm overwhelmed by the support that we've gotten, and I feel like a deep sense of responsibility to honor the pledges that have come forward to help make this possible. And I just it's so inspiring to have folks believe in us, and I find myself just really wanting to honor that, really wanting to honor your support. So thank you so much, and these are the Banner Days.
Whoa. You're gone. Where you gone? Cool.
She's, I think.
So there's a lot of A minor in My Beloved, and a lot of the words, some of you guys might recognize this. They kind of are bounced off of some verses in Song of Songs, and we took, I don't know. Hopefully there's enough gap in there as well. Cut me off. I said something good in this. Is it Song of Songs or Song of Solomon?
Yes.
Song of Songs?
I think it's called both.
Okay. I said it and I was like, just dang it, I said something stupid.